Potato pussy. Potato pussy. Testing. Potato pussy. Pamela likes potato pussies. You know, they say in order to get views on YouTube videos, you need to get attention within the first 15 seconds. So, potato pussy. Pussy power potatoes. Pussy power potatoes. On a podium. Puh. This filter works really well here. Great start. That's great. That's always phenomenal. See, I like to begin live streams by alienating as many potential viewers as possible. Let me make sure that everything here works well on my back end. And meanwhile, I'll let you look at this what is Scam School episode that I recently watched, where Brushwood made one of these and challenged people to make it. That was kind of dope. That's what I do in my free time. I watch Scam School and I masturbate frequently. So make sure that everything is phenomenal. Who said to kill myself? Vittorio Graziani said to kill myself. Let me check you out, Vittorio. Make sure that everything here is on the up and up. Scam School was pretty dope. I remember watching the first episodes when this guy had, what do you call this, spikes. He had massive spikes on his head, and it was, he thought it was a good look back then. I didn't think so. I'd still watch the show though. Somebody, let me check. Do you masturbate the brushwood? That's funny. That's fucking phenomenal. You know what? Not on occasion. Not anymore. I used to be attracted to the spikes, but now there's just really no point to it. Let me see this public view and see what you guys get. Damn. You guys are off by like a little bit. That's fucking weird. I could create like an actual fucking time portal here by just playing this live over here, and then me talking to this microphone. Drugs. Apparently drugs here. So yeah, this is another live stream for this week. I just wanted to talk about a couple things in particular. Also regarding the tricks that I put out this week. Also regarding a super secret project that I'm working on. Hopefully that should be out next week. But we'll get to that when the time comes here. But first thing is on one of the first tricks. I actually have a lot of tricks that I've put that are waiting on the queue here for hotness, but obviously those are going to be put on YouTube in the time to come. Let me see what I put this particular week just in terms of hotness. I did put a really hot trick on Wednesday. I put a really hot one, in my opinion, of course. My opinion is, of course, subject to your own opinion, but let me see. Do the trick with any deck. That one. I'm actually talking particular about my favorite card control. That one is one of my favorite ideas, which goes back to Daryl's stuff. But this other one that I put out, do the trick with any deck, emotional, which seems to be the secret code word to get all the views on YouTube. Doesn't work for me apparently, but does work for everybody else on YouTube. You put emotional, life hack, and people are more inclined to watch your shit. But this is from Akram, who made this idea of doing it with, because I was reading the comments on this particular trick, and a bunch of you mentioned that if, for example, there's a marking, oh shit, nothing I love more than getting interrupted by myself. But a lot of you mentioned in the comments that if I put a mark, for example, this card has a little bit of a dot there. If there's a marking there, and I do the procedure of the trick, which if you didn't watch it, they pick whatever card they want, and then they switch the other two, that if I see the marking to be there, obviously I'm going to know that they picked this card. But somebody in the comments mentioned that if I, for example, if they look at the middle card and they swap the other two cards, then in that case, all I have to do is look at the back and notice that the marking has moved from here to here, and I don't have to turn over the cards. I could just do this sort of thing and then reveal that this is the card that they're thinking of. But Unfortunately, the reason I don't like doing that is because I, number one, prefer. Well, obviously, this is not going to happen all the time, but you have a 1 in 3 chance of them swapping these other 2 cards, you turning around, knowing that it's your marked card, that it's the one that they're looking at, where you're able to reveal the location and also the actual name of the card itself. In this particular situation, if they switch your marked card and put it on this side, meaning that it's the middle card they looked at, you're not going to be able to reveal what the card is. So it doesn't make a difference if the cards are face up or face down at this point, because all you're doing is revealing the location of the card. You're not really revealing the actual card itself because you don't know it. See, that's the twist here. So yeah, that's what a couple of you mentioned in the comments, and that's why it wouldn't particularly work. It's really 2 tricks at that point. If they don't, so if they look at this card initially and then switch the other 2, then you have a great trick, because not only do you tell them the location, but also you tell them the actual name of the card itself, which is, I think, the hot portion of the trick. If they switch the card that you looked at and they happen to look at the middle card or the card over here, then really you're revealing the location, which is not as impressive, but it's still something. You're still revealing the location of the card that they merely thought of, apparently outside of your control. Yeah, boy, get it. Oh, fuck. Wait, hold up. Somebody said, hold up, because the chat here is phenomenal. Signification here. You said, also revealing the card without naming it before turning them over makes the method a little bit easier to guess too, you think? Yeah, but I don't think that I think the logic is pretty sound. When I first saw the trick, at least in my own experience, when I first saw this trick, it fooled me. Just because I didn't understand the logic behind it, and I think if you use your language correctly, they'll remember something that didn't happen. So you say, oh, remember, I didn't touch the cards at all. Remember, you shuffled the deck. So it's more likely to fly by them. But I could see that. With the trick is originally done with cups. So pretend these are cups. There's an object that's hidden under one of the cups. The person's told to, hide the item in one of the cups and then switch the other 2, and then you're able to do the same shit. But I like it with cards, especially doing this thing that I used in another trick, the idea of the spectator cutting the deck into multiple packets, and one of those cards is always going to be the top card. For some reason, that flies by most people, even though it's literally you see the top card here, top card, that becomes one of the cards that's used. For some reason, that flies by people. But it's kind of magical what you could get away with. Boners. But yeah, you're right. Signification. That could kind of lead to the method. However, I think if you phrase it correctly, people aren't necessarily going to see it. Did you like the video of Chris, spelled like Chris Angel, Ramsey with Eric Leclerc? I haven't seen it. I saw the thumbnail, but I'm a big fan of Eric Leclerc. I'm kind of a fan of his, so. Somebody said, oh, the oops birth control is favorite. That's funny. Yeah, let me mention that a little bit here. So that control is actually one of my favorite controls because it pretty much doesn't require any work. And Richard Dominguez in the comments, if you're watching, you left a pretty good comment there referring to the move as the the master move. What is this? What is that move? Son of a bitch. This move. It's the Bill prophecy move. There you go. So pretty much, yeah, the oops control, which I first saw in Daryl's Encyclopedia of Card Tricks, is a variation of that Bill Simon prophecy move. I think it is a variation on it. But I just like the idea of having a card that's face up in a deck for whatever odd reason, and it literally requires no effort on your end, but the cards being able to be controlled not only to any position you want, because if you prepare the deck enough, then the card could be controlled to any position you want, but also just the top of the deck. So the best case scenario for that is you have the jokers on the bottom. You have a joker in the bottom. Somebody takes a card. Obviously, you remember the control here. They look at it. You could cut it if you want. You could do this, whatever you want. But ultimately, you say, oh, your card's lost in a deck, sir. Oh, whoops. Haha. Sorry about that. And of course, now the card is on top of the deck. So I like that. I like a control that requires more subtlety than actual sleight of hand. And if you're one of these people that has this sort of thing, the palsy, as I like to call it, a control like that works definitely wonders because it doesn't really require a lot of sleight of hand. It's more subtlety. And also, you don't even have to say oops. You really don't. It's a natural action, especially if it's a joker. It's a natural thing to have a joker or an ad card face up in the deck. So if somebody returns a card to the deck, like the Six of Hearts in this case, you put it on top, you give the deck a cut, whatever, whatever you want, but you're very free and open. It's very natural to spread the deck, say, oh, you could have picked any one of these cards. Notice the joker. Your body language conveys the idea of, whoops, you turn this joker face up, and then maybe give the deck a little bit of a shuffle. But your body language should kind of convey that idea of, oh shit, the card's face up. But it's more of a body language control, which I particularly enjoy. What's going on? Somebody said, oh, J.R. Goldman, looking real jacked, to quote Booker T here. But what's it say? What's that card doing? This is a Scam School episode I saw today for some reason. Diamond Jin Tyler did this whole thing. Not only does he have the slightly the most magical name I've ever heard, but he also sounds like that sounds like a wrestler to me, Diamond Jin Tyler. But he has this this thing on Scam School that I saw that looked interesting. It's kind of a puzzle thing. Any hot tips on Caligula Triumph? I think the misdirection of shifting between two spectators is key. I don't know Caligula Triumph. I don't know that, unfortunately. But now that you've mentioned that, right now, having the misdirection of shifting between two spectators is key. That actually gives me an idea for Triumph. Oh, Kostia Klim, of course it's Kostia. Yeah, I think, especially if you're kind of diversifying the spectator's job. So one spectator does one spectator does something, another spectator does something else. But yeah, I actually don't have the Roadrunner Call. I don't have it. I'm a bad person. I just do the classic call that I learned in Expert Card Technique. I do understand that Kostia has a really good method on it, and he has a really good sort of, take on the call, but I prefer doing the classic call that I've learned because I'm a stubborn piece of shit. Let me see. Diamond the Beast looks. He says something about looking like Seamus. I guess you misspelled Seamus as well. So double take on the wrestler front. Yeah, but I think he has a lot of ideas. I remember seeing Bamboozler has Bamboozlers had a awful rating for some reason. Bamboozlers is his book. He has 3 of them, but it got awful ratings for some really fucking odd reason. I really enjoyed it. It comes in a little pocketbook edition. But let me see what else is here. Is the live stream going to be every Friday? Yeah, I typically like to do these little gay live streams on Friday. Just because I think that's the time when most people can look at it and not be affected by work and or school. So there you go. Do you plan on doing any more commentary? The shit was amazing. Yeah. I mean, I just wanted to do that video because that particular video kind of affected me a lot in terms of just the interesting concept of it. It's on this guy, the Sai Baba, and he's using magic tricks pretty much to proliferate, or for lack of a better term, his own shit, and he's able to fool millions of people pretty much with just these simple tricks that, somebody in the comments wrote that it's not necessarily the tricks, it's, what he's doing, but at the same time, he's using those tricks to kind of enhance his own godlike appearance. So, I just found that really, really interesting. So wait, let me look through these comments before I start on this. Hold up. Somebody said, please show us the best control. Please check out my YouTube channel, Magic Tricks with Amis. That might be the most general name for a magic trick channel, but I'll check it out in a bit if I don't forget. But somebody said something else here that I want to answer because I'm a dumb cunt that apparently has a lot of easily distractibility. Something about... Oh, Pandora deck. Appreciate the heads up on the Pandora deck. Love the marking system. Ever thought of doing a pig deck? Yes, I want to do a pig deck. But unfortunately, it's very costly, it's very time consuming, and it's not going to happen at least this year. But I do want to work on it, and I don't want to have it be anything special initially. I just want to do just a pig deck, just a cool minimal pink deck. Sorry, pig deck, not pink deck. I'm not gay. But I obviously I want to make sure that everything is fine and everything is up to my kind of standards before I do decide to release that sort of thing. But I do have a couple different ideas as to what I want on the cards, and then maybe even second editions that are marked. I kind of have an idea for that, how I want to do that, and it's kind of an interesting way too. But again, that's in time. I definitely can't do that in this current state. So hopefully later, maybe next year, if all things go well. But this year, yeah, I definitely can't do a pig deck. Let me see. Other shit. Favorite triumph is actually my favorite trick. Greek Man says, what favorite triumph you use? It's Back in Time, and that's also my favorite trick of all time. Back in Time by Jay Sankey. Resident Mr. Clean lookalike contest winner every year, Jay Sankey. Jay Sankey, who, by the way, I would do weird sexual things to if I ever saw him. So, there you go. I don't know what that means, but let me see. Why didn't I find your channel? Why didn't I found your channel earlier? Said Zolt Petrusen. I don't know. People should find it. You should go out of your way, and you should find my channel. Obviously, that's hard if you don't already know about my channel, but hindsight. But welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy the content. It's definitely special in a retarded sort of way. Show us your classic pass, please. Again, you guys get the worst angle for the classic pass, but there it is. That's my classic pass. Hey man, how you doing? That's my. And then if you want one of these backstage passes, one of those. If you want like a weird dribble pass, which I almost just fucked right now, there you go. So there you go. That's hotness. Of course, this is the worst angle for any sort of pass, but you want a Steve Drawn midnight shift all up in here. There you go. That's some sexualness. But unfortunately, yeah, this is kind of the worst angle. But you could kind of assume how it looks like, and I'm sure I've done a pass for that camera angle up there. I'm sure you've seen it. Favorite magician? I've said it before. Jeff Sheridan. I really enjoy. I really like who else? Who's a cunt? Who's a magical cunt? I love Jay Sankey, Greg Wilson, David Williamson. I would suck all of them off if they were here. Jeff Sheridan is my favorite magician. Pretty much all those magicians, the classic ones, I really, really enjoy. Again, I would do oddly sexual things to them if they were here, but that's not gay. That's not gay, right? If you do it just based on their, it's not. I think that it'd be more of like art. It'd be art at that point. Somebody, Amid Gold said, "What the fuck is this?" That's funny. Jeff Sheridan. Sheridan like this. This is how you spell Sheridan. Sheridan. He doesn't have a lot of videos on YouTube. He has a... it's not gay if it's art. Yeah, you can quote me on that. He has like very little YouTube videos, I guess, of him. He's only kind of shilling his DVDs that he has with Penguin Magic and L&L Publishing. But he's my favorite magician. Spade, yes. I would have sexual relations with Spade as well. So, there you go. Obviously in reference to Xavier Spade. Somebody said, where do you learn magic tricks? Card Magic 47. Again, my award for most original magic name. Let me see. Hold up. Card Magic 47. Let me check your channel out here. I know you didn't ask me to. But let me check your channel out here. Card Magic 47. And see what it is that... okay. See, I see what these are my go-to channels you have on the side here. And it says Sankey Magic, Hester, A Million Card Tricks, Card Shuffler, Disturb Reality, and Chris Ramsey. But I don't see pig cake. Is it that you have an allergy to pork? Is this what it is? Let me see. Double Back by John Allen. Let me check this shit out. Okay. Already starting hot. This is already starting hot as fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm sorry, but the audio track there you have is overpowering my senses of being able to appreciate your obvious. Mind you, I only watched 5 seconds of the video, but the overwhelming music track on that is very distracting. Let me try to pretend what that is. Let me try to pretend without. Let me first of all look royalty-free music, because last time I decided to put a track that wasn't fucking royalty-free, YouTube knocked me on that, even on a live stream. So this one apparently is royalty-free music. I'm gonna give you the equivalent of what watching one of those videos where the audio track is more significant than the vocal track. Let me see if I could kind of synopsize that for you. Okay. All right. So it's like one of these. There you go. Yeah. It's like trying to watch a video and it's like trying to listen to me, but you have this fucking overwhelming gaming music stream going on. So right now I could be like, hey guys, I'm gonna show you this crazy card trick, but all you want to do is fucking kill. All you want to do is kill somebody because of the audio track. I'm sorry I had to do that to you guys, but yeah. So you gotta just the levels are hot. The levels are pretty hot. Sounds like unicorn porn. Yeah, that's exactly what that sounds like. Unicorn porn. Elijah Sharp said there's a transgender. There goes the monetization of this video. There's a transgender that goes to my school named Gray Sheridan. Is it Jeff Sheridan in disguise? Jeff Sheridan is 71, so if he's going to your school, then I would be a little bit suspicious. I'd be a little bit suspicious. Yeah, but okay, J.R. Goldman, you say, bro, every time you get me with that blast on your videos, I always forget, then I scramble for my volume. Yeah, I apologize. I think that it's humorous. I do a lot of things on my videos that I find funny, that I don't think other people find funny. But I find them funny, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll do this anyways. Like, there's a couple times that I've made myself pretty much piss laughing, but that's just me. I'm my biggest fan. I don't know if that says that I'm full of shit, but let me check these other ones here that are hotness. I can't learn because I'm deaf, said Mr. The Awesome Kiwi. Good to see you again here, sir. You and your massive erect penis. What are your thoughts on Chris Ramsey's first playing cards? I don't have them, unfortunately, but just by the looks, I like them. They have that nice minimal design that I'm a fan of. David Q says, react to Lil Pump. You know, it's funny, Lil Pump was actually on a list of rap names that I came up with. And unfortunately, Lil Pump beat me to it, so fuck. How tight should the one-handed palm be? Mine is loose. Depends. I mean, obviously, there you go. There's my one-handed palm. I have little shrimp hands, so my hands are kind of relegated to... my hands are relegated to using like these sort of palms, like the Tenkai palms, the rear palms, all that. That's kind of what I'm relegated to, the lateral palm, I believe that's called. But unfortunately, yeah, it needs to be very tight. It needs to be kind of a tight move here, because then that's you don't want a flicker. Like if you're looking at it from this angle, it should almost look like a color change as to how tight the actual move is. But the top palm is kind of a move that I try to avoid and I try to work around. So if there's a routine that requires a top palm, I want to make sure that you're distracted by something else when I do the move. So then it goes somewhere else. I don't have one of these top palms that you could burn my hand and be like, oh, what the fuck? I don't have one of those palms. So I rather use kind of routining and misdirection to what do you call this shit? To use the palm. I almost died a little bit inside there. Let me see. Let me see some shit here. Did you smash before Lil Pump? I don't know what that means, man. I don't know what that means. Did I smash before Lil Pump? If that's some sort of meme that I'm unaware of. Let me see some other stuff. But yeah, I mean, I guess the best advice for that, now that you got me distracted here, is obviously when you're first learning the this top palm, what's going to happen is that the card is going to skew itself towards the right if you're right-handed. So you want to be able to get that card on your palm as straight as possible. That's one of the main things that's going to happen. But what's also going to happen is that your finger is not going to have the strength needed to actually push that card and propel it into the palm. So you're going to end up smearing a bunch of cards accidentally. I do like, by the way, this idea. There's a switch using this. There's a switch using it, where you show this bottom card and then you kind of do the mechanics of the palm. There's that, which is kind of funny, that somebody probably fucked up their one-handed top palm and they're like, oh, that actually looks pretty good. But it's just it's kind of a knack move. And the best thing that I kind of did to learn it was just have a deck in your hand and just work on the actual pinky, pressing on that top corner to get that card into palm. But yeah, again, if there's a routine that requires a palm, I try to either avoid it or routine it so that literally there's a fucking elephant that comes into the room when I need to do the palm, so that the participant is distracted enough. So wait, let me see that. So yeah, who's that for? That was for Hugo Rodriguez. That was for you, dog. Fellow Floridian, if I'm correct. Let me see. Did you get my letter, Thomas Knox? I have not gotten your letter yet. I went to the post office. Last time I went to the post office was a long time ago, so I need to go back and check. That. Did you watch iDubbbz's Content Cop on Rice Gum? I probably watched that within the first 100 views, because the moment that shit went up, I clicked on it immediately. So yeah, I'm kind of a big fan of iDubbbz in that video. And, you know, I've never personally liked Rice Gum. I've never liked him because he's kind of one of these people that are full of shit without any reason to be full of shit. It's not like his stuff requires a lot of talent, honestly. So, yeah, I kind of enjoyed watching that. It was pretty much 30 minute of ass holery. I can't say rape because then this video is going to get demonetized, but I just said it. So, yeah, it's pretty much 30 minutes of ass rape. So I enjoyed watching that thoroughly. Let me see some other shit. Somebody says they're outside my window. I doubt that. Classic Future Palm, I think it's called. Are you talking about a Marlowe move? Classic Future Palm. Where have I heard that before? I fucking forgot. Future Palm. I know it's a Marlowe move, but I forgot actually how that looks like. Let me see. With your tiny hand, can you show me the bottom deal and any tips you might have? Well, tiny hands is usually just an excuse that people have to, I can't do the move. So really you just got to find either ways around it or ways to routine yourself so that your tiny little fucking hands is not a hindrance to your performance. But okay. Illusionist YouTube video, Future Classic Palm. There you go. That makes sense. That's funny. Unless it's an actual Illusionist video that they came out with. I thought you were making fun of the fact that I always make fun of the fact that Illusionist is going to come out with a video on like the most mundane shit and sell it to you. They'll be like, hey, we're going to come out with a $25 video on how to get a pinky break. That's right. It's going to be Brad Christian in an eyeliner telling you push the card forward, you pull it back, and bada beam. Yo, hit the like button if you get that reference there. You pull it back, push it forward, and then push it back. Bada beam. Boom, it's done. In one action, it's done. That's the classic Brad Christian explanation. Ha! Two people. Hold up, let me see. Future Palm Illusionist. Future Palm Illusionist. Let me see if that's a thing. Learn the Future Classic Palm. Oh! Okay. 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 All right. Get to it. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no. The one I like is a variation that I saw by JJ Sandvert that looked a little bit like this. That you show the card and you just put it directly in palm. It's supposed to look like you show the card and then you put it in the middle of the deck, but you're putting it directly into palm. That's the one that I like. I think that's actually a Marlowe. That's a Marlowe move. But I saw that by JJ Sandvert in one of his videos. But yeah, I'm not about to do that. I'm not what they call a move monkey, per se. That I just don't like learning moves just to learn them. I would want to learn a move if it has a particular function. So, I'm not gonna learn, for example, there was a video I saw the other day of a move, and I'm like, yeah, no, thank you. Like, if I don't have a purpose for it, I'm not gonna learn it. However ignorant does that sound? Quick question: Are you gay? Depends on what your definition of the word gay is. I mean, is sucking a man's dick gay? Because in that case, then I'm gay as fuck. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Let me see some other hotness here. Is Brad Christian a real human being? I doubt that sometimes. I don't know. I doubt that. With the eyeliner, maybe it might be to cover the alien parts coming out. Can you explain what is on your desk? What's on my desk? What's on my desk? You got a 3D printed piggy. You have a piggy speaker. You have some batteries for a Canon. You have some memes from a Pig Alert. You have a what's the name of the deck? You have a Tycoon deck here. What else do I have here? That's it. Yeah, that's pretty much what's on my desk. I don't know what you think, dog. Unless you're talking about this thing. This is just a meme from a scam school. It's a Post-it note meme. That's what that is. Supposed to look impossible, which it kind of does, I guess. But far left. Oh, that right there. I can't see that because the text is over here. The chat is over here. So that is a Rocky Raccoon. And this is a... fuck. Oh, the weakest burp. Somebody says... Check my channel for the 40th time. Let me see Ryan Schaub. Let me check your channel. See if it's worth my time. Let me check it here. Okay, all right. You have a deck review for studs, which kind of is. I'm almost tempted not to click on it because you look like you're 12. And the last thing I want to do is click on a video that says, "Hey man, check my studs," and you look 12. I might get the FBI party van outside my house, if you know what I mean. So let me check this out here. Check if there's anything hot. Deck review for the studs.
What's up, everybody? Ryan Schaub here with another video. And in this video, we are going to be doing a playing card.
Hey, boy.
On old
checking them out.
Studs. This is jumbo index studs. And
damn, boy. Let me tell you right now. That music is popping as fuck. I like that. That shit's hot.
So let's get right.
Second thing I like, your haircut, dog. Ryan Schaub, your haircut is on fire. I'm like digging the fuck out of it. Oh my god, I almost died halfway into that. But yeah, I'm digging the fuck out of that. Let's see. So you got some studs. Oh shit! Hold up. Stop. Did you just do that transition? Did you just do the how to prank it up transition? That shit? Did you just do that shit and then lead to the next part of the video? I'm liking that video hard as fuck. Just because of that transition, I'm liking the fuck out of that video. Ryan Schaub, hope you're listening.
So let's get right into the video.
Oh shit, there's that transition.
We have the new studs. They look like this.
New studs, easy to shuffle. Fuck.
Dark blue box has poker and playing cards.
Shit.
On it. Made in the U.S.
Okay, let me skip through this.
3 jokers.
Okay. Dribble, you got some dribble action. You also have a Blessed Sacramento 2018 shirt, which means that you are a senior this year, correct? You're a senior this year. So you are. That means that you are either 17 or 18, unless you're some sort of like genius. Am I correct in saying that? Ryan Schaub, eighth grade. Oh, okay, all right. Unless you mean, okay. All right, I got it. Okay, that makes sense. For a second, I thought you were class of 18. I'm like, damn, you're like a fucking one of these smart guy. Hit the like button if you know what smart guy is. That's a throwback. But yeah, dog. That's hot. And see, I appreciate your audio levels because I hear you more so than the actual track itself. Although the framing is kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie, the framing, because I see like a dog in the back. I see what looks like to be, let me see, there was something I saw there that looked a little bit suspicious. The dog on the bed is kind of weird, dog. That's kind of weird. But yeah, I like the audio leveling. If you fix the lights, that'd be some hotness, dog. So let me see what else somebody has said while I was checking out your hot channel. Ryan isn't even black. Someone said about someone being black. I don't know what's going on. Classic pass your channel. Is that a gay pun? Is that like a gay magic pun? Like, I'm gonna classic pass your channel. Fuck. Alright, that killed me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. He's 12. Are you 12, Ryan Shop? That's fucking nuts. If you are 12. That just makes me feel infinitely older. If you do that scam school thing with a double back card, it looks sick as fuck. Yeah, it does look sick as fuck with a double back card. Third fucking teen, holy shit. Damn, man. That makes me feel definitely old as shit. You're telling me to subscribe. I wanna, when you drop a video that I'm like, yo, I would nut to that, I'll subscribe. All right, that's when I hit that sub button. But I want my sub to you to be incentive for you to improve that shit, dog. I'm older than 12. Yeah, Bella Bor editor. I'm older than 12. That's a safe thing to say. Not saying my exact age, but yeah, I'm older than 12. Somebody said pinky in the ass. Okay, all right, that's fucking weird. Hold up, there was something here that I wanted to address here, which was fucking distracting. Classic pass your channel. What's poppin'? Cringe. Sorry, I doubted you. Your arm is gone. Yeah, it's currently behind me because it was taking up space. Dead animal, yes. Oh, that's what you were talking about. Okay. So what should I do? I mean, it's the typical, it took me a while to figure out everything when it came to editing and stuff, and it's still, a working process, but to actually give some actual advice that doesn't involve dicks and cunts. Lighting and sound are kind of the most important things, and I took that for granted in the first couple videos that I did because the audio levels were way off. So you kind of want to make sure that you never, obviously you want to be in the negatives. Whatever audio editor you're doing, you want to be in the negatives, but you want to make sure that you're still clear and not clipping. Lights are also very important. Camera quality and the actual camera itself is not super important because most cameras now are able to pretty much fit. Like this is a T6i, which is an older camera now. I filmed some stuff on a Galaxy S7, and I think those were my best quality videos on the Galaxy S7. But I wanted zoom, which is why I got this one. But, most modern cameras and phones are capable of filming good stuff as long as you light it correctly and you take care to make the sound not sound like shit. The reason I started using this one too is not only because it's zoom, it has a zoom lens, but also because I have a microphone on that. Right, on the S7, I would have to use this microphone, and that one in post doesn't really sound that good. The microphone that's on this right now, because this is an S7, and that is a Video Mic Me. On post, it doesn't sound that good. This one up here, I'm using a Rode mic on kind of a shock mount. That sounds really good in post, especially if you add vocal enhancer, if you add certain things. So yeah, I mean, those are the things that you want to watch out for that a lot of people don't think about when they come up with videos initially, and I didn't think initially. So that's just some just hot advice. But make sure the lighting is good, make sure the lighting looks good, and then make sure the sound also is good quality. And also, don't fucking have the audio track be louder than the vocals. That's the thing. You can have an audio track, but I put it at -25 or I'll put it at -30 level, and then it's in the back, and then that's it. It's not gonna overpower the actual vocals of it. I missed the grunge feel of your old videos, Mr. Awesome Kiwi. Yeah, well, they're definitely different. But the way I used to do those was that I would record the video first, and then afterwards I would do the audio, and that just became such a hassle. Especially because for some fucking reason, what ended up always happening is that my microphone it has this thing that it sounds like it's popping. So every time I would record a large piece of audio, and then I would hear it back and notice that it would just keep popping and stuff. And then you could fix that because there's a click remover in Adobe Premiere. There's an automatic click remover, but you could still hear it. So that was annoying enough for me to be like, fuck it, I'm changing everything. So yeah, so I do like the older videos, but these are just a little bit easier to do, and it gives me a little bit time to focus on. It gives me a little bit time to focus on the actual content of the video and not the actual production of the video. So there you go. I see a lot of bananas. That's hot. I see a lot of bananas. By Robot Cactus MK1 saying, "Fuck off, cunt." Fuck off, cunt. Let me read that. Let me see your channel, Robot Cactus. See, that's the thing. People are like, "Yo, check out my channel, dog." It would mean a lot. Check out my channel. I want to check out the channels of people that don't tell me to check them out, because I want to see the shit they're hiding. And here, I just see your liked videos. I see that some Imagine Dragons. You're an Imagine Dragons fan. That's cool. Russian Genius. Shinlim. Jack's Films. Okay, Chris Ramsey. I don't see Pig Cake here. Oh, however, I do see a couple things that do make me a little bit hard in your sub box. I see a couple things. Your uploads. Okay, I didn't even know you had uploads. I'm about to watch one of your uploads, dog. Minecraft server Let's Play MC War. Oh shit! What up? You even have the what up. I like that. Dope. Let me just skip through this and see if anything happens here. That gets me wet. Fuck off! I hate you. That's fucked. Okay. Are those? There's a bunch of guys in blue. Okay, I thought those were like new zombies and shit. I almost shat my ass. But hold up, you're subbed to a couple people here that I'm kind of interested in. Let me see. You got. Never mind. I was mistaken heavily. What the yeah, okay, dude. Oh, you got Yankovic. You got Vsauce. You got Crowder. You got Pig Cake. You got Hester. You got Scam School. Yeah. I mean, this actually looks pretty good. You're subscribed to Ekaterina. I wonder why. Right? Is it because she's a girl? Right? Is it because she's a girl? She does tricks and she's a girl. Is that why? She does magic, but she has a vagina. A vagina. Okay, but yeah, there you go. That's not horrendous. It's actually not horrendous. I was expecting to go in there and see like a Minecraft pornography. So. Let me see. Imagine Dragons. Timothy Sullivan. Okay, you fixed it. You said Imagine Dragons are hella lit. First of all, you said Imafine, which is fucking hysterical. Hold up. Fucking comments. So many comments. Piggy, why are you not going to give us a room tour? There's not really much to see in the room here. It's literally a laptop. There's a microphone. There's some shit over there. Just some shit. It's not really exciting. And nothing you could beat your meat to, as the kids like to say, and do. Fuck, let me see. Amit Gold, review my channel, please. I gotta go soon. You've said for the 12th time in 20 minutes, which tells me, in fact, that you don't have to go soon. So let me check this out. By the way, hold up. Hand stam. Are you talking about the flip stick move? Is that what you're talking about? Because you said, what's the tips on the snapping pencil? It flies through my room when snapping. Unless you're talking about, okay, the flip stick. If I find a pen near me. Give me one hot second and see if I could find a pen. Oh, right here. I'll use this. I use the very expensive Surface 4 fucking pen. This pretty much, you want to brace it with your fingertips up here, right? When you are going to do the flip stick move, you want to make sure that you have a nice little grip with your forefinger and your thumb. So when you actually do execute the move, in motion, obviously, you want to make sure that you're holding it tight with your forefinger and thumb. Because I think, and especially when I've taught this move to people, they somehow always end up flying. And that's because when they snap it, they're literally just snapping it and letting go of their hand. So you want to snap it and then make sure that you maintain the grip. And as a matter of fact, if you notice, my middle finger, my forefinger, and my thumb are bracing it once I finish the flip stick move. You notice that. It's being braced right now. So that gives your hands not only the illusion of being open from the front. You notice that you kind of see the gap there, and my hands are mirroring each other. But you also you're also able to hide it more so in that case. But yeah, the best advice I could give you is to make sure you have a tight grip with the forefinger and the thumb, because that's what's holding the thing for the most part. You see, those are the things that are holding it. If you don't have that grip, it's gonna fly out every single time. And then if you want, you could do this little Greg Wilson subtlety that you make it seem like it's coming out of nowhere. You go, oh, right there. You see that? That right there? See? You could do that shit. But yeah, but that's definitely a hard move to do, especially if you're just trying to literally flick it. If you flick it, the shit's going to fly in your fucking eyeball and you're going to kill somebody. But if you brace it with your forefinger and thumb, you're gonna get it right. It's that same idea with even this. If I just do this, see, if I just fucking snap it, it's going to go flying. But I'm bracing it. I'm bracing it with my other fingers, and it's being held in place. So you could even fucking, you could do that for a card. Illusionist download. Watch it on Magic Stream next month. Let me check this. Pig kick, that made my day. Thank you. And a lot of injections. I hope that those are, in fact, vaccinations that you're giving to your children, because you think that vaccinations save lives. That got real quick. But yeah, I appreciate that made your day, dog. My birthday's tomorrow, Bear and Boots. Can I get a shout out? It would make my day. Just me, not my channel. Bear and Boots, happy birthday, dog. I hope your dick gets a little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger. Not a lot bigger, just a little bit. If it gets too big, then the girls don't like it. Or the guys. I don't know. It depends. My internet's as bad as your Breezy's content. Nice. Burnt. Hashtag burnt. Oh, Amit Gold. I'm sorry. I've had your channel in a fucking tab here. Let me see what you have here. I see some gameplay of a game. I imagine this is Overwatch, a game that I have not played. Let me see this. Anna Temple of Anubis. Let me check this out and see if it gets my dick wet. Okay. Okay, let me okay. Is this videos of you playing for 19 minutes? Oh, okay, you got some commentary on this. Oh no. Okay, those are people talking in the back. Okay. Did I just get pranked right now? Did I just get pranked? I just got pranked right now, didn't I? I feel like I got pranked looking at this fucking channel. Is this you playing games? Like with somebody? It's not commentary, it's gameplay review for people to tell me that that's funny. Okay. Then in that case, great channel, dog. In that case, phenomenal channel. That's the best gameplay channel for the specific purpose of telling people how you suck at the game and how you could improve. That's the best channel I've seen for that particular category. So you do that, dog. You do that for sure. You keep at it and you keep playing that Overwatch, and don't forget to just suck all the dick. Let me look before, because I missed on so much commentary here. Hey Piggy, could you show us your muscles? Said Vittorio Graziani. If by muscles you mean my big fat penis, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe 100K dick reveal. There you go. 100K cock reveal. So maybe when this channel grows to 100K, I will show my penis, and then you will promptly do stuff to yourself. But yeah, there you go. Don't know what else to say about that. Let me see. May not be your thing, but are you gonna watch the movie month? Oh, the movie this month about Richard Turner. Richard Turner said Mitch Webb. Yeah, probably. I'm a fan of Richard Turner. I like his style. I like the way he does stuff. But it really depends. The Magic movies. I mean, I've seen the most recent ones. James Randi's movie, obviously, that one got a little bit of mainstream attention. I fucking love James Ramsey. James Ramsey. I'm fucking retarded. James Randi. I love James Randi. So that was a great fucking movie. I forgot which other one I saw a while ago. That was a little bit of a cringe fest. It was a movie on Magic Kids. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. It was a movie on like a bunch of kids that were auditioning for the They were auditioning, I think, for the Magic Castle Youth Program or some shit, and it was very cringy. I appreciate it. They're talented kids. One of them was the very droll guy. He's like he's an adult now, but he's like, I'm gonna brandish the scissors over my head, cause I'm invincible. And then he fucking does the rope, and then the rope restores. That was one of the kids. But yeah, the rest of the video was pretty cringy. I'm not gonna lie. Kyle Ashton, there you go. Yeah, he was one of the ones, one of the subjects of that. But I remember watching that, and I was like, oh, this is whoever edited that made it just the cringiest thing. Like, I'm gonna try my best to be the greatest magician. Oh, I was like, okay, all right, guy. Guys, not guy, guys. But yeah, but Richard Turner, I'm sure it's gonna be a great movie. I'm sure he's gonna do fucking phenomenally. Who are your favorite YouTubers who are not Magic related? I love my H3. I like iDubbbz, obviously. I like anything on cameras. There's a guy called DSLR Guide. I really like him. Rhett and Link. I'm a huge fucking fan of Rhett and Link. Like a giant fan. Mythical Beast hashtag. Who else do I particularly enjoy? I love OSW Review. They're phenomenal. They put videos on YouTube, but they put it everywhere else. Who else? Motherfucker. Who else? Wrestling with Regret. I mean, that's a wrestling channel. Kind of gay, but I really enjoy that one. Who else? Son of a bitch. I gotta check, man. But I mean, I like watching my YouTubes. I don't have cable, so I particularly enjoy the YouTubes a lot. Unfortunately, with the way they're fucking going, with all the ad problems, it's, cable also realizes the power of YouTube, and they're, doing whatever they can to fix it on their end, which is unfortunate to channels like mine that get molested. But whatevs. Let me see. Hold up. The channels that I'm subscribed to here. Let me see. Mr. Medicare. If you don't know that guy's a fucking phenomenal one. If y'all want to see some actual shit, Medicare. That's one of my favorite YouTube channels. Internet Historian. I got some Sargon. I got some Vsauce. Modern Rogue, but that's Magic. Unbox Therapy. Yeah, I'm all over the place here. Threadbanger, believe it or not. Oh, geez, I might actually. Casey, I haven't seen any of Casey's videos for a while now, but I used to watch his videos every day. Rob Dyke, just for the name. People like that, yeah, I watch the shit out of that. Let me see who else. Let me see, what else here? There you go, Bellabor Editor. Those are my favorite YouTubers. I literally just named 1,000 of them. Blind or not, he's one of the greatest card mechanics the world has ever had. Yeah, that's true. I would say that. I think he's legally blind. I don't think he's necessarily blind. I think he's legally blind. But I am sub to Drama Alert. Yeah, I'm a dumb cunt. But yeah, I either or. It's still kind of amazing what he's able to do with that kind of handicap. I'm still subscribed to Drama Alert. I haven't seen Drama Alert in a long fucking time, for the sole reason that I'm sick and tired of the same 3 motherfuckers on every single story on Drama Alert. I like it. I acknowledge the fact. I'm not pretending not to be a piece of shit watching Drama Alert. I want you to realize that. I'm not pretending that. How are you blind but not blind? Legally blind. There's a difference between being blind and legally blind. And yeah, so unfortunately, when the videos are always about the FaZe fucking clan, whoever the fuck they are, when they're about Rice Gum or Jake Paul, I just tune out. I'm like, I'm done with this shit. There's literally nothing else that this guy could talk about other than those three motherfuckers or those three groups. Let me see. Where's PewDiePie? And I'm ashamed to admit this, I've become a pretty big PewDiePie fan in the past couple months. I gotta say, I'm a fan of PewDiePie. I used to also be a fan of him when he used to play those the fucking horror games. I was kind of a cunt fan of him, but I gotta tell you, I've turned around on PewDiePie. He's fucking hysterical. He is pretty fucking funny, I gotta say. So that's someone that I've recently. Also, JonTron. I've been missing out on JonTron for a long fucking time, and then I've recently seen a lot of his videos. Are you gonna teach something? Yeah, I'll show you guys something. Hold up, let me pretend not to have to set the deck up here. It was actually it's nothing. This is literally nothing, but I like the phrasing of this. It's literally nothing. I'm sure you know this if you've literally spent 4 seconds in fucking Magic. But you pretty much say, oh, I'm going to show you the world famous Ace of Spades trick. And I'm just going to use these 4 cards to show you the world famous Ace of Spades trick. So first we need the Ace of Spades. Of course, disregard the shitty angle here. We're going to use the Ace of Spades. See, if I put the Ace of Spades on a table, it makes its way to the top of the you see it jumped. Don't look at that one. It jumped. You see, I'll do it again. Look, I'll put the Ace of Spades down, give it a little bit of a wiggle, and look, it comes to the top. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that they're all the same card. Yeah, they are. This one's a king. This one's a king. This was a king, and these are all the kings. You could check them out. Yeah. So yeah, obviously this is the worst fucking angle for that. But I just like that that little twist where, oh, you have all the same cards. Yeah, they're all kings. Ha! It's like that Gemini sequence. It's the Gemini idea where they say, oh, hey, you have all the same card, you cunt. And then you go, yeah, they're all the 10s. And you know what I call this trick? The 4 king trick, because I got 4 fucking kings. I have a couple of ideas on the Gemini trick by Darwin Ortiz, but this is just a diminishing lift sequence. That's the Ace of Spades. That's where it is. You cop it out. So let me just show you that real quick. You're just doing a bunch of double lifts. That's what you're doing. You take these cards out in this order. Did this seriously fool some of you? Is this what's happening from the comments here? Is this what's happening? Some people are saying, how'd you do that? Who said that, bitch? What the fuck? That's really funny. Really? Wow, okay. All right. You're doing a bunch of double lifts and you're doing a quadruple lift, you're doing a triple lift, a double lift, and then a single lift. That's what's happening. That's all you're doing. So you get the little stack in this order right here, right? You're obviously hiding one of the cards. So you have the Ace of Spades. So you have king, ace, king, king, king. You say I'm going to show you the world famous Ace of Spades trick. So what I'm doing here to get ready, you're going to get kind of pissed, hand stam, I guess, if you think that this is going to be easy. It's not easy to do. So you're going to pinch up here, right? Oh, hold up. You said I subscribed because you're funny. I don't have interest in Magic. You've done me goof, piggy. See, that's the hotness. I want to appeal to the non-magical cunts because, you know, it's not just... We all started off as non-magical cunts, right? But then hopefully I might inspire you to become a magical cunt. So, yeah, Bella Boar editor, I'm glad to have you aboard. Don't watch episode 3. It's a piece of shit. My favorite video is the dumpster video. And what else? What else is my favorite video? I don't know. I don't know, man. Episode 2 I really like, I guess. But just... Okay, so this one, what you're doing, you're buckling up here, right? A buckle, for the 4 of you that don't know what that is that you're putting pressure on the upper right corner up here so that you get this nice little gap that you could stick your pinky in, like it's Sarah McLachlan in the prom, right? In that 5th grade prom, you just stuck your pinky in there and you're like, oh my God, I'm not a virgin anymore. So you get a pinky break there. So now what you've noticed is that you have a pinky break, and all these 4 cards are on top of this little stack waiting to get flipped over. So my right hand is going to come. I'm going to lift all these cards up. These are 4 cards that I'm flipping over as if they're 1 card. But here, you're going to do a nice little subtlety by Gary Ouellette. Yes, this is the hotness here. You're not just going to come in and then do this double and expect to get away with it. You're going to have an up and down motion to it. So you notice that up and down motion covers the fact that I'm flipping over about 1,000 fucking cards instead of just 1 card. So you're going to do this up and down motion, which should hopefully be enough to cover the action of that. And you're going to show the Ace of Spades. Now you're going to do the same move again flipping those 4 cards over as 1. Deal it to the table and say, oh, look, it's going to come to the top again. Oh. You do whatever move you want. And you're going to do a triple lift this time. This time it's a little bit easier because you notice you have 3 cards instead of 4 cards. So you do a triple lift. You say, look, the Ace of Spades came on top. It came on top. And meanwhile, you're doing the same move. You're doing a buckle. You're going to turn the Ace of Spades over and say, I'm going to do it again. Look, I'm going to do it till you like it. Look, it's going to go on top. And everyone's going to ejaculate. Oh, my God. You do that, and the Ace of Spades is back on top. Dealing the kings over here. Do it one last time. This time you got to be careful when you're peeling off this last card here. You notice? See, I'm peeling off this next card because you don't want to show that there's an accidental card here. You don't want to flash this card over here. Mr. Awesome Kiwi, that you've noticed that because you apparently have the biggest penis in the pig cake magic community. So you're going to spread this card off, put it on a table, and you're going to tell them, oh, I bet you think that I'm using all the same card, and I am. And now you just turn this card over. You show that it's a king. You flip it over in your hand, of course, hiding the Ace of Spades behind it. You flip it over in your hand, and you say, that's a king. This is a king. This is a king. And this is a king. They're all fucking kings. And if you want to clean up because you're too dirty, what you do is your eyes are going to look at the kings. See, I'm going to steal this Ace of Spades behind here. My eyes are looking at the king as I spread them on the table. This hand, which is being copped, grabs a deck, picks it up, and now they can look at the 4 kings, and they're not going to find shit. And you can go into your favorite 4-king trick. Ha! 4-king. But the hardest part of that move is to not have the card split when you're doing that, because there isn't a lot of tricks where you do a quadruple lift, and this one you are doing a quadruple lift, so that's kind of a hard move. So that's what you want to practice a lot. You really want to practice that, but also to make sure that the move there looks smooth. You don't want to make it a janky move. You don't want the cards to accidentally fall and make you look like a dumb cunt. So there you go. But that's just a quick little trick, quick little Ace of Spades trick. I hope you enjoyed that. It's just a little take on the Gemini trick by Darwin Ortiz. That's one of my favorite tricks. And this is just a simplified version of doing it. You could definitely do it with just 4 cards. You could definitely do it with 4 cards. You don't have to have 4 kings. You could do it with 4, just 2 kings. 3 kings and an ace. So you're doing the same shit. You're doing a triple lift here. Another triple lift, and you're doing the classic diminishing count sequence here, right? You're doing the classic diminishing count sequence, and this time, the last one, you're very clean to show that it's the king of spades. And now, guess what? You're in a position to Elmsley count the cards. So now you could say, yeah, there's the king, and then when you turn the whole packet over, you could show the cards off like that, and show that you only have 4 cards, because obviously you've done an Elmsley count to hide the Ace of Spades. So there you go. Kenyon Sutton says, commentary on an honest liar. Yeah, you know what? That sounds like a great idea. I could probably do that. I really liked Honest Liar a lot, and it's really funny to see that James Randi was hiding this sort of, this, not only the fact that he's, by the way, Kang Nugan on Patreon. Thank you, dog, for just pledging a hot $1. I appreciate that. I'm going to turn that into a hot Coke and hopefully not have to suck dick. But I really liked Honest Liar, and it's funny that James Randi, who's somebody who's, the whole premise of the movie was that James Randi, somebody that debunks people that lies, was hiding this massive lie. And really the lie wasn't that big. It was just, he was trying not to get his boyfriend deported. But I gotta say, it's a really unfortunate situation, what happened to him and his boyfriend and all this stuff. Sorry, husband? I don't think they're married. I think it's just his boyfriend. But I'm a huge fan of James Randi. I really am. I fucking love James Randi in every single way, even sexually. But again, it's unfortunate his whole situation, and I really, really hope that he continues to be able to go and talk and kind of preach to the new up and comers, the new college kids, the new high schoolers. I really hope that he goes over and is able to do all the speeches. Because watching him, one thing that you realize is that the youth is really going to be the future people, and the people that are going to be in charge of everything that we're going to have to deal with. And if they're not educated correctly and they're believing the things that they're just told just off the sake of hearing it, they're gonna make just the same mistakes that the previous generation did. So he's one of these proprietors of knowledge being the greatest weapon, and I really hope he doesn't stop. I really hope he doesn't stop, and he doesn't seem like it, even if in his advanced age. But I'm a huge fucking fan of James Randi. Your boss pig cake. I love your videos. I ejaculate every time I watch your videos. CatHawk10. Thank you. I appreciate that. You should please clean yourself off so that you don't your parents don't look at you weird. Yeah. Hold up. When I was explaining that, I got a bunch of comments here that I glossed over, like a Brad Christian instructional video. So let me make sure to answer all these before I decide to be a prick here. Let me see. But commentary on an honest liar. I'll definitely think about that, and more likely than not, I'll probably do it. Let me see. Was that a half-baked comment? Suck dick for Coke? Oh, no, not cocaine. Like, not cocaine, actual Coke. Like Coca-Cola. I don't think anybody would accept my blowjob for cocaine. I don't think that. What's going on? Somebody said it's cringy. Thanks, dude. There are things happening here behind the scenes. Is your favorite deck of cards the Citizens deck by Theory 11? Said Asher Nelligan. No, not at all. My favorite, what do you call this shit? My favorite deck is, I gotta say, it's either a bicycle, just the standard bicycles, because they're available everywhere. But I really enjoy the bicycles, and I enjoy just any minimal deck. So even though I always shit on Daniel Madison, probably my favorite deck is the original Rounders that had the black. So the black one with his logo. I really enjoyed those, just because they're literally just a logo on the cards. The knock ones look really, really good. I don't own a deck. I don't own one, but they're still pretty dope. Such spam, much cringe. What's happening? Is there Ahmed Tarek? Is there like some spam here going on? Is this stuff that I'm not aware of in a comment section? The comment section on Pig Cake live streams are always something that you have to appreciate, because whereas you might find 1,000 comments about dicks, cunts, and penile surgery, you find some nuggets of like, hey Piggy, what are your thoughts on this? Hey Piggy. So, but what's going on? Something's happening here that's odd. Something about being punishable by death. This is weird. There are things happening. Somebody did say dicks, Dizza. Let me see. I can't take the 13-year-old spamming in hopes of being acknowledged by Piggy. Which 13-year-old are you talking about? Elijah Sharp? Which one? Any tricks that come in mind where the borderless cards are an advantage by Mitch Webb? Yeah, I mean, second deals are always... I found passes to be very... more discreet when you have a deck that doesn't have a border. Passes look phenomenal. I have a couple cards that every time I do a pass and I'm seeing it from my perspective, it looks, you don't even see the little flicker because it just hides within the design of the borderless cards. But passes look a lot better with borderless cards. Obviously, second deals look a lot better. Are there any particular tricks that are aided by it? Not to my knowledge and or understanding. The only tricks that I could possibly think of that would be aided by it are not really tricks, but more like concepts. So those are concepts I saw years and years ago on one of Oz Perlman's videos. He had an idea called the dirty deck, or the dirty card, which I'm sure goes way before him. But it's the idea of getting a card that's dirty on the borders, right? So that when you have it in a deck, all you need to do is bevel it, and you have a key card anytime you want. You could just literally look at the dirty card. You could bring it to the bottom. You could control it to the top. Use it like a key card. But you could see it because it's dirty on the border. And unless your spectators know what they're looking for, you're not going to go for that. So something like that would be a lot better with a borderless deck. But I like borders. I personally like borders on the cards. I think that they look better. They have an aesthetic that is preferable for me, at least for those. So yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of that. Mitch Webb, if that's a real name. Spread and Butter by Ramsey utilizes border cards just to hide discrepancies. Yeah, I mean, I don't like border cards also for the reason that when you do a double lift with border cards, it's a lot easier to see the edge. Even if you have it on the deck, it's your name. That's funny. Well, I hope that answered your question. But they're a lot easier to see because usually the back design is darker than the front design, so the front design is white. So if you have like a double lift and you do it with a borderless deck, I don't think I have one near me, but they're easier to see. They're easier to see if you have a borderless deck and you're doing a double lift. Obviously, also if you're doing a trick where there is a face-up card in the deck and you have a borderless card, it's very easy to see. So that's why I typically don't like doing tricks with borders. So let me go back here, see if there's anything here that's hotness. Subtle Shift, I saw something on that. I don't know what that is, but you do recommend for me to check it out. So let me check out what the Subtle Shift is. Subtle Shift Magic. Let's check it out and see if there's any hotness here. It's Fernando P1. I'm almost willing to bet that it's not Fernando P1's original move. Is that a good assessment? Who made the Subtle Shift? Who made it up? I'm willing to bet that it's not Fernando P1. I'm willing to bet it's not. Would you ever design your own deck for merch or just for fun? I would definitely design my own deck just for fun. I do want to do one. I do have already like some shirts and shit. If you look at the description, they're nothing too special. I want to do some more actual shirts. I need to find an actual company that I can edit more than Teespring. Yeah, what's the subtle card shift? Can somebody tell me who made it? Your father created all the moves. I wish my father, because then that means that I'd know him, right? So who made the subtle shift? I could Google this. Y'all fronting me here. Subtle shift magic. Let me check who made it. God damn it. It doesn't say who fucking made it. Subtle shift. God damn it. I'm going to have to look up the fucking Fernando P1 video. Jesus fucking. Literally Jesus. Okay, double lift. All right. Okay. What's going on? Okay. Ew. Okay, that's the what's his name? He takes photos. I'm sub to him. Mick. Fuck. How could I not fucking Peter McKinnon? That's the McKinnon move, I think. There you go. Yeah, there y'all know me. I like it that I'm it's gone to the point where easy things like that I'm forgetting. But I think that's a McKinnon move, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry. If it's that move where you have the card like this, right, and then you somehow get it on top, that's the I think that's the McKinnon move. So I don't know how to do it, and I haven't learned it, so I can't give you advice on that if I don't know the move. I could only assume how it's done based on that video. So yeah, I'm sorry, man. Are you familiar with Pantheon from Pete McKinnon? The things that I was aware of by Pete McKinnon were he had a mangoes taste good He has some shit called that, or Mango State's Great. Those are his moves that I'm aware of. And then also he had an item that I really want to buy, but they don't make them anymore. It was a card clip that had like the imprint on it, so you could press your fingers, and it has the king and the heart on the. It had that, and it was like a nice little card clip, razor clip. Yeah, fuck. And he stopped making those. But I always knew him as the weird guy that made videos for Illusionist. Let me see Pantheon by Peter McKinnon. Ew, that one. Yeah, that's in Lock, Stock, and Riot. Yeah, I am aware of Pantheon. I think it looks really, really pretty. I mean, it's one of these Move Monkey moves, and it's one of these, like, it looks good for social media, but it's not one of the things that I would do personally. But it does look beautiful. I mean, fuck, the magic that guy comes out with always looks very, very pretty. So I'm always a big, big fan of, whenever he puts his name on something. But then again, yeah, I didn't know that he came up with, because he came up, from my understanding, that Mango State's Good, he had those moves which look fucking phenomenal. Then he had the razor clip, which is also a beautiful move. Then he has just a lot of stuff. He has a lot of stuff in terms of just presenting stuff to look very, very nice, that I'm always a fan of aesthetically. So, let me see. Can you... Oh, that's funny. Pick Kick doesn't like the side steal. I don't like the side steal. I know... I saw that Xavier video, and so definitely that video could give you more advice than I could ever give you on the side steal. The only side steal that I could give you is... The only advice on a side steal that I could give you is just based on the bottom steal. It's just based on the bottom steal. That's the best advice that I could give you. I really enjoy this move right here. That move, where you are literally pressing down on the cards, and as you're transferring the deck from right hand to the left hand, you steal off the bottom card. I'm a huge fan of that move. So that's a move that you could use as a side steal. So you could dribble, you can have them call stop, and then when you return the cards, you could steal that card off, bring it back in a dribble, and that card's controlled to the top. That's how I would do a side steal if I had to do it. But honestly, I'm more of a fan of a pass. I don't care that I'm shifting 26 cards to bring one card to the top of the deck. I don't care about that. I think that whatever move is the most efficient for you. Some people are more efficient with a side steal. I like a pass. I like a good solid pass. So I don't care that I'm affecting 26 cards just to get one card to the top. If the point is to get that card to the top, whatever way you feel the most comfortable with, and whatever way you feel the most, the one that you can get away with, that's the one you should use. So whether or not that's a side steal or pass, to me it doesn't matter. But if I am going to do a side steal, I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to do the nice rear palm change as I dribble the cards. So let me check some other shit. Do you use the Gambler's Cop by Kenny and Sutton? Gambler's Cop, yeah, I love I use the Gambler's Cop. I try not to use the classic palm as often as I possibly can. I try not to use it. I enjoy the Cop just because of the fact that your fingers are more open, and it requires more on routining and misdirection to get away with than actual skill. I think that obviously a Cop is a cop-out because you're relying more on routining and angles, whereas a actual classic palm, you have to be really good at the classic palm. And whereas I've practiced a classic palm, obviously, I'm more of a fan of the Gambler's Cop. So if I'm going to put a card in my pocket, I want to steal a card, I'm going to do a Cop. So I hope that answered your question. But let me see. What deck should I buy next time I'm at Barnes & Nobles? The Nationalist. I don't know if those are the bicycle ones. But I saw one. I saw a couple decks last time I was at Barnes & Nobles that are kind of new. They have one that looks like shit. That's like a fire deck, a fire bicycle deck. It looks like it looks like a 9-year-old got paint and fucking just copied and pasted. They Googled fire, they copied and pasted fire and put on the back design of cards. That's how they look like. That's fucking... I don't even know how they would do that or why they would do that. But those... I like these. I saw these at Barnes & Nobles a while ago. I've shielded them out constantly. I almost killed myself. These are the Animal Kingdom cards. I like the color on them. I really like the way they feel. I think they feel really nice. and they dribble really nice. But these are quickly becoming one of my favorite decks, just in terms of the way they look, the way they spread, and just overall aesthetic. Even though they do have kind of a busy back design, not design. I like those. So yeah, I hope that answers your shit. Baron Boots, right? Is that who asked me? Baron Boots? There you go. Yeah, Baron Boots. Fucking Barnes and Nobles for life. They're probably going out of business soon. I feel, maybe. Favorite color change by Vishnu Nagpal. Same shit as I was talking about before. Same shit that I was talking about before. I really like doing this bottom steal. So as you're transferring the deck to the right hand, this card is being stolen in rear palm, and you just pretend to wipe the cards. That looks really, really nice, especially because you have the open fingers. And if you do that with a face down card, it really does look like the card just melts away. So that's my favorite shit. So that color change, I guess, it doesn't really have a name. It's just literally a rear palm and replacement. Watch Illusionist fucking put that on a tape and sell it. Jackie Chan or Jet Li? Jackie Chan for sure. I'm a huge fan of Jackie Chan. You got scared for a minute. Yeah, because the fucking shit hits the camera and then this shit fucking dicks down. What's your favorite ring trick? The trick that I put out, I like a lot on YouTube. I like that. That idea of, just pulling the ring through the headphones. I really like that. I have like a shitty version of Ring Flight that I bought years ago that I never fucking used. I just bought it because, magicians buy shit just to buy it because it looks cool. And then you realize, oh, I'm a dumb cunt. I'm never going to use this shit. I had that. But those are pretty good. I like that shit by Garrett Thomas. He fucking, man. Goddamn. If you watch, there's an Xavier vlog, Xavier Spade vlog that he was talking to Garrett Thomas, and Garrett Thomas is doing some street magic for some people, and he's generally he gets a ring and it starts off on this finger, and he generally moves it from finger to finger without the spectator noticing, generally. And then he also he's doing the routine, this thing, whatever that shit's called. He's doing that shit for real. I'm like, fuck, what the fuck? So yeah, any ring thing by Garrett Thomas is fucking phenomenal. That's the name of a ring thing. How funny is that? But his shit is phenomenal. Do you watch Rick and Morty? I do watch Rick and Morty. However, I am also equally disgusted by all the Rick and Morty fandom that's going on. Mind you, this is coming from someone that has Rick and Morty like a wallpaper on his shit. But all the videos that are coming out about that shit, oh, fuck, they're killing it, like in a bad way. But I'm a fan of Rick and Morty. Did you ever learn pen spins? No, I wanted pussy, which is kind of funny saying that as a magician. But yeah, I've never took the time to learn the pen spins. I only knew the one that you just flip the shit. That's it. I'm not. You got offended. No, I never really learned pen spins. I mean, literally, I just literally had a pen in my hand doing this shit, like just out of fucking. But that's not anything. That's just literally spinning a pen in your hand. I got this one move by Greg Wilson, the back pen, that thing that you do right before a top this fucking move, the striking vanish. There you go. Let me see if I could do it with this memory card. So Greg Wilson would do this pen flip and then do it to a memory card. Fuck, that just flies everywhere. He'd do that move to a, he'd do this flip move and then the striking vanish. And I've always enjoyed the way that looked. So, I mean, fuck, I hope that's pretty much the closest to pen spinning. I used to know a friend that used to get that. He would put rubber bands on the end of his pencil, and he'd fucking do the whole shit and throw it up and catch it. And it was some hot shit. It was some really, really hot shit. Could you give us a short demo of the thumb fan? Yeah. But just giving you some brief advice on it. I mean, the thumb fan is really dependent on the quality of the cards, number one, and also, that's pretty much it. Quality of the cards. Now, I mentioned in the previous live stream that I didn't learn how to do a fan with my left hand. I still haven't. So the fans in my left hand look like shit. If you haven't realized it, the only fans I could do with my left hand are pressure fans. Those are the only fans I could do with my left hand. So when I was learning all the fans that I did, I learned it with my right hand, which has the benefit of doing a blank fan, right? So I would only learn how to do a fan with my right hand, and then if I wanted to show the faces, I'd do it like this. So I just do a fan like that to show the faces. Now, unfortunately, obviously, that doesn't have, you want to do the fan with the left hand because then that way you freeze your right hand up, which is your dominant hand. But just advice on a fan, you want to have a good bevel, right? You want to start kind of imagine you're pointing this shit at the 3 o'clock, right? And you want to have a smooth, continuous fan there. The thing that I think kind of fucks with people is that they're afraid of the cards falling. I think that was my issue whenever I had whenever I was first learning this. I think my issue was not being able to drop the cards and finding the right pressure, to being able to squeeze the cards, being able to fan the cards, and not having them fall down. So there's also this one, which, let me see if I could do it. There's also that, which looks kind of dope. You could do this one-handed fan like that. But actually the person that I remember trying to copy his fans is Jeff Sheridan, actually. The one that I keep saying is my favorite magician. He has fans that fucking, it looks like it's a perfect fucking half circle on it. It looks amazing. So I try to copy his fans. And then that's kind of how I learned mine, or how to do it, I guess. But then again, I'm not the best person to teach it because I learned how to do the fans incorrectly. And I haven't taken the time to learn the proper thumb fan with my left hand. So that's why, like a lazy motherfucker, I just, I actually learned how to do the pressure fan with my left hand, which is actually a harder move, mind you. It's actually a harder move to do with the left hand. But again, I'm a dumb cunt, and a lot of the things I do don't make sense. So, I mean, I hope that gives you at least a little bit of advice, but I'm not the best fan repository. It's amazing. Thank you. Tips on a pressure fan. There you go, Timothy Sullivan. I can't do one that looks anywhere near a thumb fan no matter how hard I try. Again, it's one of those moves that you need to do. You need to keep doing it, because I fucking gave up so many times learning the pressure fan. And as a matter of fact, I have to relearn it because for some reason learning this move, the under pressure move, made me forget how to do a pressure fan. But it's one of those moves that once you get it down, you're going to get it down forever, because it's like this knack. You're first going to start like this, and the cards are going to fucking spread this much. But eventually you're going to realize that you're letting the cards go almost in a spring while you're rotating your hand. So what's happening pretty much is that you're springing the cards off of your hand as you're fanning them. It's not that you're, holding the cards like this. You're literally springing them. Once your hands make that distinction, you're going to be able to get the move. It's just keep doing it. That's the best advice I could give you. A good deck to practice with is an older deck, because pressure fans have the benefit of being able to spread even the shittiest decks. Assuming that you're not using one of these fucking shitty Jamaican decks. But ring thing is not on the ground. I think everyone's doing ring thing. But yeah, I hope that kind of helps. But again, it's just one of those things that you have to keep doing it. If you make a cascade opener with that fan, you can make a sick fan with shitty cards. We be fanning, Mr. Awesome Kiwi. That sounds gay as shit, but okay. Every live stream I look for underground magic things and look them up. By the end of the live stream, I have 15 tabs open. Okay, somebody said that ring thing is not underground. I think everyone's fucking done ring thing. Everyone's done ring thing. Teach a single card flourish. This is something that I just do to fidget. That's just something I do to fidget. So that's a flourish, right? That's just a little something. That's just literally grabbing this edge over here, the lower left corner, with your thumb and forefinger, using your middle finger, right? That's a fucking... You could use that to spin it, and you could do that to even find a card, right? You could go, hey, look, I'm going to find your card. You go, fuck it. You could do this. I'm going to find your card, and then you cut it in there. You do the prophecy move. You say, I'm sorry, that card was supposed to be face up. What's the card right there? And that's your card. And then everyone gets fucking happy. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let me see. me something earlier that I completely ignored. Retarded Learning 101. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. The strike vanished my pants. I hope it vanished your pants, but made your wand rise. I'm dying on the inside of my body. Let me see. Ahmed Tarek said, fuck me. That's weird. You're probably 12. Hey, bud. How's it going? Robbie Crawford. Hello, sir. Let me see. That's some hotness. Fadi Jamil said, what's your favorite card? Oh, shit. Free delivery all day, every day on Postmates. What? Hold up. You asked something hot. Oh, what's your favorite coin trick? Mr. Clean Coins Across. That's my favorite coin trick. Jay Sankey. If you haven't guessed it, I'm a huge fan of Jay Sankey, which is kind of bad because he has me blocked. But I'm a huge fan of Jay Sankey. So Mr. Clean Coins Across is one of my favorite coin tricks. There's one. Let's see. There's another one. Fuck. I like the Tenkai coins. So you show both coins. It's the Pawn to the Smith routine. So you hit one and then you hit the other, and then they jump from this hand to this hand. I like that one. It's like the Tenkai pennies. Yeah, shit like that. Let me see some other. Why do you like saying cunt so much? Grant Dietrich. I like the word cunt. I really do like the word cunt. It gets a bad rep. I think that if people said it more often, then the power of the word would kind of diminish. And it's unfortunate that it's one of those naughty words. Yeah, we shouldn't have naughty words. That's what I'm saying. Dead serious, I go by Buzz. What do you mean by Buzz? Like your nickname is Buzz? Grant? Wait, let me do some other shit. I'm pretty psyched. I just got some $50 to perform with. When you get to the point where you are getting psyched because of $50, and I know that feeling, then you have to kind of have a retrospective look on your life. But I know that feeling too, because I've gotten $50 and I'm like, finally! But then again, I'm a dumb cunt, so let me see some shit. Stop it, Ron. Stop it. Who's Ron? Because that sounds like what Ronald McDonald's girlfriend used to tell him, right? Ha! I want to die. All right. So you said Wingardium Leviosa? Okay, Mr. Awesome Kiwi. I feel like you have problems. You might have some issues. Let me see some other questions here. Do you read magic books by Scattered? I do. I like magic books a lot. Expert Card Technique is my favorite. I like Art of Astonishment. The Art of Astonishment series is fucking hot. What else? I recently got a bunch of books by Animan that I've been looking into on Amazon. They're fucking amazing. Let me see what else. Fuck. The Expert at the Card Table, I'm not a huge fan of because it's kind of overdone and it's a boring book, I think. What else? Fuck. Yeah, I gotta tell you, there's a lot of those that I'm a huge fan of. But yeah, I do like reading magic books. Scattered. Are you a tally ho guy? No, I'm a your mom guy. I feel like dying. No, I'm not, I do like tally hos. I do find them to be a little bit harder than other cards. So when it comes to pressure fans, they're a little bit harder. But yeah, I like tally hos. And then those are, I caught up. I think I caught up on those. Kendrick Massive Attack. Nice to see you again, sir. Are you a sperm hoe guy? I'm not a really big sperm hoe guy. I don't like sperm on my diet. It's kind of a hard to clean. Let's see. Given that your content relies a lot on humor, are there any comedians that influence you? Ooh, that's a question that gave me a hard on, Michael Lim. I really like Norm Macdonald a lot. He is fucking hysterical. Bob Saget. I love Bob Saget. I love Jerry Seinfeld, obviously. People like Louis C.K. are fucking great. Humor and fucking quotes. Thank you, you cunt. What else? yeah, those are my favorite comedians. Penn and Teller, believe it or not, I consider them comedians and magicians. Bill Malone, anyone like that. But as far as like comedians, I fucking love those guys. Bill Burr's also funny. I think somebody mentioned Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, I don't, his stand-up isn't as funny to me as he is when he's natural on his podcast. For some reason, on his podcast, he is fucking hysterical. On his stand-up, it's not really as funny as it is in his shit. David Williamson, yeah, he's another guy. Fuck, if he was here, I'd do gay things to David Williamson. I'd probably have to get in a stepladder because he's tall as fuck, but... the floor is Evan Era. Luckily for me, I'm not touching the floor right now. Lucky for me. Because if it was, I'd probably gain 100 pounds. Let me see some other shit. Classic beef. That's funny. The expert card at the cunt table. Am I right? That's some classic beef. Fucking beef. Your username's a metaphor for pussy. Let me see. Yeah, but that's a great question, Michael. You really got him with that hot questions. What's cleaner? Williamson's top change or a crotch? Whose crotch? Because I know a lot of crotches that are not clean. But his top change is probably cleaner than anyone's. Anyone. He could probably do a face up and get away with it as a color change. What's your first inspiration to start with magic? I've said that in the other live streams. Bravo, Exacto. I've said that in the other live streams. It was a friend that told me that he was going to levitate. And then he showed me the David Blaine levitation. And I thought that he was a cunt. And from then on, I learned and tried to learn as much magic as I possibly could. So he was kind of the guy that got me started with that piece of shit. Kendrick, my favorite word is binga. That's my favorite word. Do you have a secret talent like drawing or some shit? No. Probably. What's my secret talent? Do I have a secret talent? No. I think magic is a secret talent. I think that's bad enough, right? That's really bad enough. When you are fapping, there you go. Yeah, fapping is a significant secret talent. But yeah, I gotta say, I don't really think that I have any hidden talents. I'm Arabic from Jordan. I love your sense of humor, and I'm not gay. I'm not gay. That's funny. That's really funny. I like that. Are you gay? I'm not gay. That's a hot meme. That pig cake. That's a hot pig cake meme. Can you show us this? Wait, hold up. I saw something that looked interesting. Can you show us the vanish with the palm to palm shift? What do you mean? Like one of these? Like you go, hey buddy, and then you show it empty, and then you show that hand empty. Are you talking about that? Right? Like you do the pass to this hand, you squeeze it, and then you go, oh look, it's really gone. You know, it's funny if you tap your hand. Card. I don't know what you're talking about, Baron Boots. Because the only thing that you're talking that I think is like doing the snap deal and then kind of doing that whole thing. And then, unless that's not what you're talking about. You're not talking about that. Oh, where you show the front of your hands clean. Okay, so you're talking about this whole gay shit. You're doing the back palm, right, which I'm awful at doing. And then you kind of show both hands empty, that whole thing. Yeah, I'm awful at that. I can't, I'm the worst person to give you advice on that. Right? I'm the worst person to give you advice on that. Oh, it's gone. You're doing this thing. It's gone. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. I'm the worst person to give advice on that. I tried to copy, again, Jeff Sheridan doing that shit. I tried to copy him when I was learning all that shit. But I really suck at card manipulation. I really do suck at it. It's like, oh, hey, oh my God, so many cards. I have to cheat if I have to do card manipulation. So there's a move here. So you pretend to produce a card like this. And then as you're kind of doing like a tenkai, not a tenkai, a handpin chen, right? So you're doing a handpin chen. So you don't have to back palm like 1,000 cards. So you're just pretending to, as you put this back in hand and fucking back palm, you're dropping this card. Right, so it kind of looks Like that shit, I don't know. I have to cheat in order to do card manipulation, but I'm really not that good at it. And then also like the fans. Fuck. Let me see if I could even do one. I can't even fucking do one. Let me see. Hold up, like a fan steal. Ah, fuck it. Hold up, I'm gonna do this fucking once. Hold up, I could do this. I'm gonna fucking end my life. I got this. I got this. You know what? I could do this. Ah, fucking A. See, I suck dick. I suck dick at that. I mean, I could try to do it, but it really sucks. I had like a phase. Thank you, you cunt. I had a phase where when I was younger, when I tried to learn that, I tried to learn all these moves, but I never really spent as much time. Fuck it. All right, yeah, there you go. That's as good as it gets for my card manipulation act. For a while, when I was a huge Jeff Sheridan mark, I thought I could actually have a competent card manipulation routine. I actually I wrote it up. I remember I wrote up doing the card manipulation routine. You know, you do a fan. You start with a fan, and then you grab the hair, and then you bring it down, and you go, huh, and you pull it. You know, I had like a whole fucking routine. And I thought, I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, Jeff Sheridan, you could suck my dick. And then obviously looking at the way it's done, you could tell I'm not even close to even autistic levels of card manipulation. So there you go. I just saw a bunch of comments. Let me see this that I want to address. She's probably angry because I didn't reply to her last message. I don't know what you're talking about. Is your card collection as big as your Pepe? If by that you mean small, because I have an average size penis, right? I guess. I don't want to brag. But it's pretty average. Hey, Pig Cake. How are you in this fine day? Ryan Schaub again. I'm good. I'm good. I've been better. I've had days where, like if I had to rank my like in number, I would have to say that I'm at a solid 5 inches. You should do a video of outtakes. I should. But I'm trying to think if I actually have outtakes. I don't think I have outtakes. The only outtakes that I have, I remember. I remember doing a whole video, and then not. I did a whole video and I didn't press record. I want to fucking kill somebody. And then there was another one that. I just you thought my videos were outtakes. You cunt. You fucking cunt. My whole video is an outtake. Yeah, actually, my whole videos are outtakes. You fucking cunt. Yes, I don't do anything. The fact that I actually have videos that people watch them is a miracle because they're literally all mistakes. What's your favorite effect not made by Jay Sankey? Thank you, Red. Out of This World is a good one. Out of This World is a really, really good one. Let's see. I mean, Ambitious Cards, right? Those are hot. Let me see. Some other shits. Hey, Piggy, will you do a face reveal? Face revel. No, I'm not going to do a face reveal. That's gay. I think everyone does a face reveal. And I'm not going to do one because I'm not gay. I'm not gay. So, yeah, unfortunately not. I do have a call coming in. Oh, shit. See what's going on here. Yeah, I can't answer that. Oh, your shit's so hot, so much awesomeness. Thank you, dog. I appreciate that. Do a magical room reveal. I don't have a magical room reveal. I think I mentioned it earlier in the live stream. There's just a camera. You see, there's some lights. I don't want to look too much here because then you'll see some stuff that's indicative of my identity. So yeah. I mean, it's not really much to see though. Was it your BF? That's funny. No, unfortunately, my BF left me. But here's the thing: I'm not gay. Favorite cardist? Is that really a thing? Like, I can't believe that's a thing. To have a favorite cardist. Like, hey, man, are you a cardist? No, are you a magician? No, I'm a cardist. Oh. Favorite cardist. I don't know. I don't think I know any cardists. The Buck Twins, right? The Buck Twins are cardists, I guess. Somebody said, go work on your pinky break on the pass and come back later. Mr. Awesome Kiwi. I could see it from there. Are you talking about me? I'm not doing it. What's happening? I'm not gay. I'm not gay. Oh, hi, Mark. I like that. That's a good one. I would like your comment if I could. What's your name? Were the lies scientists dumb? I like that. If I could like a comment, I would like that. But I can't because YouTube doesn't let me like comments here. Oh, hi, Mark. Am I dying on the inside? Yeah, depends. Let me name your pass. The visible pass. Are these like gay magic jokes? Are these gay magic? I think I have a good pass. I have a good fucking pass. I want to see your pass, you cunt. I have a good pass. Of course, the worst angle. If you tell me to do a pass from this angle, if you could do a pass from this angle, dog. If you could do a pass from this angle right here, and then not flash, I'll have to suck your dick pretty much. But yeah, dude, come on. Let me see. I want to see your pass. Let me see. Chris Mayhew is the only correct answer. Chris Mayhew is the correct answer for a lot of questions. Will you ever do an in real life meetup? Maybe when I get like when I get pretty big, like when I mean about my penis, maybe I might do an in real life meetup. But as far as now, I'm trying to keep the whole anonymity thing going. Bear in boots. Let me see. Oh, that's funny. Send me dick pics. That's hard. Mr. Awesome Kiwi. I feel like, are you Mr. Awesome Kiwi? Are you also Kendrick here? Are you both the same person? I feel like you're both the same person. Am I wrong? Am I right in saying that you just have two accounts? And you ask, is this what it is? No, you don't? Okay, we may be. You're fucking funny. You fucking cunt. A pig cake's actually Harry Lorraine. Yeah. You know, it's really funny. Is this, hold up. I have a suspicion of what's going on here. I feel like you guys are in a Discord chat or in the Discord chat telling each other what to do to troll me on the live stream. I feel like that's what's going on. Is this what's happening? Let me check the chat here and see if my assumption is correct. Let me check. I feel like y'all are fucking... You guys are coming together. Oh, they're all at my house. My fucking Discord is being shit. My fucking Discord is being cunt-terrific. Let me check the recent thing on this live stream. No, you guys are just talking about this cunt here. Danny Fernandez. You guys are talking about him here. Yeah, no, wow. I actually thought you guys would have been chatting here about... Made you look, you're a fucking cunt. You fucking bizzle cunt. What's your favorite word except cunt? I like cunt. I'm not a huge fan of other words. Cunt is just such a universal word. Hold up, someone said... Are you going to do a collab with Chris? I would probably suck dick to do a collab with Chris. I'd probably suck a giant penis to do one. But I don't know. He's a busy guy. Let me see some other ones here. My girlfriend broke up with me and now I'm gay. Dark Magician 99. Well, it might be because your username is a reference to Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't know if you know this, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not a coincidence, dog. And this is coming from a fucking... This is coming from a Yu-Gi-Oh! fan, former Yu-Gi-Oh fan. Piggy, I'm going to a Ben Shapiro Sam Harris event in December in San Francisco. I'm going to shout you out somehow. Let me tell you something top notch. Let me tell you something. If I am looking at a live stream of Ben Shapiro and you happen to say pig kick, I will lose my shit. Like, I'd probably ejaculate on the spot. But yeah, do it, man. You do it. Have you seen the Mysteries of Magic documentary? I have, yeah, they're really good. The UK ones, right? There's a bunch of BBC ones. I think on YouTube even. They're really, really good. But yeah, I've seen those. I'm a fan of those. Let me see some other shit here. Low cunt fucking keyboard. Let me see some other shits. Pig cake. Perform the trick you sell, you cunt. Which one? Which one? I don't know which one you're talking about. And either or. I mean, the ones that I sell, I come from a perspective of, you know, growing up with Magic, where I do appreciate people that put, you know, performance videos and stuff. But unfortunately, I feel like if I put a performance video of the tricks that I sell, that's a tutorial. That's pretty much a tutorial because it's not using any difficult techniques. You're not using like any special moves. It's a lot of moves that you know and you'll be aware of. So I feel if I do a tutorial, a performance, you'll know how the trick is, and then you will not be inclined to purchase the trick, unfortunately. And, you know, I'm trying to kind of make that like a full-time thing. So, you know, I would rather people buy the trick, even though if it was, it's kind of a weird place to be in. But that's why I don't put performance videos of the trick, because I feel like it'll be a tutorial. But I do want to be as fair and honest. I mean, I do want to kind of, if I do ever, I am working on another one, but in like the demo video and the trailer, I do want to be as honest as possible. There's one thing that I hate is dishonest fucking trailers for tricks and shit. I have a video that I did that's like every Magic trailer ever, and I swear to God, I've seen maybe 8 since that video that look exactly like the fucking video. Let me see if I can find it. Pig cake, every Magic video demo. Let me see if I found it. Right here, boom. I'm gonna put it on the chat. This fucking video, April 18th. Holy shit, that wasn't even that long ago. This video right here, I put, and I'm not even fucking kidding. I've seen maybe 8 since I put that video up that are the same fucking thing. And that's literally a parody. Like, how do people think that that's a good habit? Like, I'm gonna make a Magic demo video that looks like fucking every combination of the worst fucking videos. Like, come on, man. Let me go back here, make sure. Stream now. Streaming. Hey, okay, yeah, so that's not even a fucking joke. I've seen a bunch of those on that. Is that a ringtone? Is that really a ringtone? I just found whatever trendy, shitty music and put that on a video. So yeah, that's fucking hysterical. Link goes up, only 27 watching. That's funny. I think it was 27 there. I saw organic, dude. Every fucking video, organic Magic. What the fuck is that? Is it Magic with dirt? Like, what the fuck is that, dude? Card Shuffler revealed a trick that was on your channel. He said it was done by you, but didn't even tag your channel. What a snake. Yeah, I gotta tell you, that's kind of weird, man. Yeah, it's expected, but it's kind of shitty, you know? Again, I wouldn't mind if you asked me, dude. Like, hey, can I do a video with your shit, the trick that you came up with, or, you know, your variation on this trick, and put it on my channel? Yeah, dude, go ahead, do it. But all you gotta do is ask. Be like, hey, man, can I do that? I'll probably say yeah. I mean, as long as you go, hey, man, here, look at the original trick by Pig Cake. Check it out, dog. But yeah, I guess it's expected. Let me see. Some tips on a snap deal. I mean, unfortunately, again, it's not my move. But just some hot tips on it, just based on my shit. Let's see. I mean, my thing is that I snap. I think he also snaps on his ring finger. Are you a magician, FinFun? Yeah, I'm a magician, unfortunately. I'm also a cunt, FinFun. But yeah, for the snap deal, he does it. I don't know if he does it with the the ring finger, lateral palm. But I like ending in this grip right here. So I even think that he clips it right here between these fingers. But when I do it, I like getting that snap and putting it immediately in that sort of palm. Now, the best advice for not being seen is to kind of aim this away in this way. If you're aiming it like this, head on, applied directly to the forehead, it's going to be very likely that the spectator is going to see the flash of the card. So by angling, so the spectator is looking from here, by angling it this way, it's going to be more of a hidden move. And also, don't do it as an overt move. I see a lot of people doing a snap deal just because Leonard Green does it. Don't do it as an overt move. If you're going to do it as a covert move, and you'll have a lot more success with it. So what I mean by a covert move is doing it, for example, to control the card to the top. A covert move is fucking doing it like in the open. Just going, hey, look, the card's disappearing. Oh my God. There's no point to doing that. Let me see. I just commented on YouTube wall with my pass. Did you? No way. Let me check it out. You cunt. You Kendrick cunt. Or I could look at your channel. I could just click right here and go, hey, go to channel. Unless you link me the video. No, okay, you did. Oh, fucking A. You're making me work for it. You're making me fucking work for it. Oh, on Instagram. Oh, man, come on. Okay, I'll check that in a bit. I thought it was on YouTube. I got excited. I got a little bit hard. Like my penis. Let me see. I double lift in your DMs. That's fucking weird. Are you going to do a draw my life? No, I'm not gay. I love the 7-6 trick. Yeah, I really enjoyed that trick. I liked it. It was a hot one. What's up, peeps? It's your boy, Eduard Todor. That's hysterical. Top notch. I like that. I'm a fan of Totor. Organic, not made with pig, which equals shit. That's funny. It means from the dumpster. There's a lot more shit happening here. Do you play video games? I'm not a huge fan of video games. I have a Switch, so whatever games come out for that, I play. I'm playing Street Fighter now, like a basic bitch. Also, Breath of the Wild, I've been playing for a long time now. I know Kendrick, but I'll just watch it on my other. When I get the chance, I'll watch it on the because I have Instagram on this phone, so I'll do that on the official thing when I get the chance. You cunt. Let me see. Piggy, are you going to Penn and Teller soon? I mean, I went to Penn and Teller last year. I went to their show last year, and I took a picture with Penn and Teller, and I could not contain my smile because Teller is one of my childhood heroes, and being next to him, I almost ejaculated. So, I mean, if I get a chance, I would. If I go to Vegas again, I'll probably end up doing it. So you're like a 40-year-old man who likes card tricks, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Zelda games. Okay. Not 40, you cunt. 40-year-old man. I'm glad. That's kind of fucked. You assume I'm a 40-year-old man. And I don't like Yu-Gi-Oh. Fucking Spanish cunt. Let me see. Let me see. Are you going to do AGT or Penn and Teller? Nah, I'm not going to do that. That's really funny. I could watch that. Tips on self-wrecking tricks. Self-wrecking tricks. What the fuck is a self-wrecking trick? Unless you mean self-working trick. And if you need tips on self-working tricks, then that's a little weird, dog. If you need tips on that. Well, I guess the tip is to not treat them as self-working tricks, right? I think that's the trick, is to not treat them like self-working. You are putting work in them, in that you are, you have to remember the sequence of the tricks, right? You have to remember the order of events, and if you fuck up the order, then you're gonna mess up the overall trick. So you have to worry about what you're gonna say. I am a fan of self-working tricks, not self-wrecking tricks. I'm a fan of self-working tricks, but again, I think the most important part is to make sure that you specifically worry about the pattern shit. Pig, why are you subscribed to 5 channels dedicated to Dark Side Phil? Because I'm a huge fan of those guys. I really am. Dark Side Phil is fucking hysterical. And what I mean by that is that he's fucking awful. But the people that find ways to poke fun at him, or I find that really, really amusing. Are you looking at my subs, dog? Is this what I look at people's subs and then they look at my subs and then they judge me based on my subs? Favorite female singer, your mom, Kendrick. No, I'm kidding. That's a very rude response. I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite female singer. Maybe Pat Benatar. There you go. That's a throwback. But yeah, top notch. Are you aware of Dark Side Phil? Do you know who Dark Side Phil is? Do you know who Dark Side Phil is? My mom has no tongue. That's funny. That's fucked. Well, the reason she doesn't have a tongue is because she sucked my dick so hard that she had to have it removed. It was from all the chafing. It was all the chafing. You know what chafing is? It's friction. So I put my penis in your mom's tongue, and the friction of the tongue against my massive I should stop before YouTube shuts me down. Top notch. I spawn, I die. That's really funny. Yes, that's exactly Dark Side Phil. Kendrick, of course, I'm kidding. I would never touch your mother. She's a very respectable young man. And I would never do that to your mother. So, Fin Fun, I don't know where you're from. I imagine you are from, I don't know. Are you from Saudi Arabia? Unsubbed. Every comment, unsubbed, unfunny. Oh, NYC maybe? I actually watched DSP's entire playthrough of LA Noire that came out when you were 13. Well, those are the videos that got him popular, I think. But then he just turned into this massive piece of shit, which I guess he was the entire time, but he's just hiding it. But yeah, I just find those DSP videos hysterical, like really fucking funny. But then there was a group called the Sons of Kojima that they had this whole drama recently where they fucking disbanded, and then there was a whole shit, which sucks because they were really, really funny. No, I'm from Switzerland. All right, man. You enjoy those. You enjoy Switzerland, man. You guys have a lot of hot women. I appreciate that. You guys also have a lot of hot guys. Right? There's a lot of penis, a lot of hot penis over there. So, do you know my favorite illusionist video? Oh, the illusionist diss. I mean, I appreciate that, Kendrick. I'm glad you liked that video, and maybe you could rewatch this one. That 2-second span when I'm talking about getting your mother pregnant via oral sex. You could rewatch that over and over again and feel good about yourself. Unsub. Let me look at these other ones here and see if there's any hotness. Is Chris Angel a sex opinion? What the fuck does that even mean? Is Chris Angel a sex opinion? That's the greatest thing I've read. You will cut to the 4 of clubs. Oh. Nah, you fucking cunt. I'm gonna report your whitey ass. That's funny. I appreciate your commentary, man. Every time I do a live stream and you're on, and you're in España, I appreciate it. I imagine you're in Spain, right? Still, that smells like cigarettes. Let's get Piggy to 30K, guys. Everyone resub. How do you can't resub. You can't resub, dog. If you click twice, oh, that's all. I get it. I get it, you cunt. You click the button again, and then you unsub. You funny motherfucker. Let me see. I'm always on too, but I don't always talk. Charlie Phillips. You should. I try to answer most of the questions that I see that are not countryfic and or involve what do you call this? That involve fucking either face reveals or telling me about what else? My opinion on Jabrizi, right? Let me see. I volunteer at a haunted house thing during October, and just one drunk guy walking through puked on me, and it was disgusting. Gotta tell you, man, the fact that you're volunteering at that is weird. You should get paid, man. You shouldn't deal with that and not get paid. How long? Oh, 2 hours. Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna answer a couple more, and I'm gonna call out here, because I need a shower and look at videos of very attractive African American individuals and masturbate. Hold up, let me see. Why did Jay Sankey block you? Because I said I want to fist fight him on Twitter as a joke. I said I want to fist fight at Jay Sankey, or at Sankey Magic, and then he unfortunately blocked me because of that stupid joke, and I regret it immediately because I'm a huge fan of Jay Sankey. So it's unfortunate that he blocked me for that. And I think he blocked me on YouTube too. But I'm a huge fan of his. So even if he has me blocked, the fact that he went through the trouble of blocking me still means something, because technically by by the transitive property, I have made a commentary with I have made contact with Sankey. So that at least is enough for me to get hard. So that's why I got blocked by Sankey. I'm always giving him every time somebody asks me, what's your favorite trick? I'm always like, yo, Sankey, man. Yo, Sankey Magic. You got to rub his bald head. So I love Sankey. Can I scan? I sexually identify as a deck of cards. You can do whatever you want, man. It's the current year. Listen, it's the current year. You could identify as a person identifying as cards. You understand what that is? You identify as a person that identifies as cards. So people have to treat you as a person that identifies as cards. How fucking... What? That's fucking legit. Give us a pharaoh. Yeah, I'll give you a pharaoh. Right here. Look at that. I'm kidding. Let me do a pharaoh with these cards, hopefully. Mind you, this is coming from someone that I did a pharaoh like this for many years, like a dumb cunt. I did a pharaoh like this for many years, which is the entirely wrong way to do the pharaoh. So let me see if I could actually drop a perfect one for you guys, which I probably won't be able to. Not even close. Not even close to a perfect pharaoh. Yeah. I tried doing that when I first read on the idea of expert card technique that said you shuffle a deck 8 times in a row. Look at how awful that is. You shuffle the deck 8 times in a row. Let's see if I could get this perfect. Son of a bitch. Barely. Yeah, I read that in expert card technique that you could pharaoh the cards 8 times perfectly and then bring the deck back and shit. And I tried to learn that for the longest time. But yeah, I haven't really spent a lot of time practicing it. But it's still a definite fun move to practice when you want to not kill yourself and you want to fidget around. Ooh. No, that's not perfect. That's not perfect. Yeah, I gotta get on my pharaoh game. But that's a pharaoh, I guess. Can I solve a Rubik's Cube? No, I like pussy. I like vagina. So unfortunately, I cannot solve a Rubik's Cube, Timothy. Whatever that means. Not to say that you can't. You could solve a Rubik's Cube and get a vagina. No, I don't think you can do those two things. Can you be sexually attracted to Jabrizes? Yeah, you could if you have a fetish for egotistical Cunts. Egotistical cunts. There you go. Maybe. You can have a fetish for Jabrises. Wait, one last question. Where do you buy your magic tricks? Typically Penguin. I just do it because I've always bought from Penguin. Even though Penguin's like the dark force and like the fucking, they're like the evil empire. I buy from Penguin. You know, they're just, I guess, the most reliable to me. I've never had an issue with them. And their stock is always kind of massive. So I buy from Penguin even though I feel dirty as fuck. Is this stream as bad as the last? Only if you're here, Mike J. Only if you're here. You fucking cunt. No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. You're a cunt. Or not. I don't know you. So I don't know if you are a cunt. Unfortunately. A cock reveal before you go? I'll do a cock reveal at 100K. I'll do a solid dick reveal at 100K. When I get when this setup has that YouTube play button right here, I'll do a dick review. Let's see. Do a little gay flourish before you leave us. It's a gay flourish. Little gay flourish right here. Look, a Sybil, one of those, and one of those. That was gay. Let me see if I could do that and not fuck it up. There you go. That's a little gay flourish. That's gay as fuck. Did you ever go to Miami Heat game when LeBron was down there? Yeah, I did. And I sat all the way in the back because I paid exactly $12 for my ticket to the point where I could touch the air conditioning unit. So I did. But I don't think in a basketball game you could get a bad seat. So, yeah, I hope that answers. I did that. I mean, that does answer your question. Let's see. If you could do those two things at the same time, you are truly a god among men. Let's see. Thoughts on Stephen Bridge? I think he is a very talented magician. He has that opinion that he's not going to do tutorials on YouTube, right? I remember, I think I saw a video like that, that he said that he's not going to do tutorials and shit, which I completely respect. But I have to say, he's still very talented, so fuck it. But yeah, I like Stephen Bridges. You liking vaginas is the greatest lie ever. Fuck, I got busted. Sam Kim, yeah, I know you posted that a little while ago, dog. I already said I would like it if he asked me before he would do that. I really would do that. Would like it if he would tell me, hey, dude, I'm going to put a trick of yours on my channel, if you don't mind. And I'd be like, hey, I don't care, dude. Go ahead, do it. But I'm glad you asked for permission first because, you know, I'm very proud of the tricks. So, yeah, so I don't know. So it's kind of, I find that a little bit annoying, but whatever, that's YouTube. See some other shit here. Mike J, for real though, streams are dope. Thank you, dog. I appreciate that. I appreciate that tremendously. If you really mean that. Okay, yeah, but then you brought up a good thing, Timothy. That isn't one you created. Then at least credit the correct person, right? Because if you're crediting me, that tells me that you didn't even bother even looking at the description or looking at the entire video, because then you would know that I'm like, hey, guess what? That's not, if it's a trick that I made a variation on, I probably credited the person that came up with it, so he didn't credit him, right? I'm just saying, dog. He covers. Oh, I'm Chris Ramsey. Yeah, I'm Chris Ramsey. That's the secret. I'm Chris Ramsey. False shuffle, go. Oh shit, I'm on the spot here. False shuffles. That's one. Oh boy. How bad is my zero? Oh shit. False shuffles. Up the ladder. Right here. Got him. That was awful. There you go. There's some hot shuffles. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. That was pretty bad. I like this one. That's a good false shuffle. That's a good one. I appreciate that. That's kind of like a messy one. Right? I appreciate that. There's a push through, which let me see if I could even do that with these cards. I'm not a huge fan. There you go. That's a nice little push through. There's this shit, I guess. That's one. Fuck. Yeah, there's some gay shit. Some gay shit there. Most useless, overused move, Mike J. That's a good one. If Zero saw you doing his shuffle, he would choke you with the deck. He's dead, so he probably couldn't. And that's not necessarily the same mechanics as the Zero, but I mean, this one is from Expert Card Technique with just a little bit of a shitty, hey, I suck at cards, sort of pretending like the Leonard Green. Oh yeah, I'm shit. I don't know how to handle a deck sort of move. One of those. But yeah, I guess. If you like his video, a picture of his face flashes up for a split second. Is that are you trying to prank people? Are you trying to prank people? Trying to prank people, dog. Did you say you could see it? Yeah, that's not true. You fucking liar. Hold up. Yeah, so I got those. Most useless. Well, double lift is overused, but it's not. It's not. I think it's overused in. It's overused. It started becoming overused specifically after David Blaine did the whole ambitious card on TV. I remember seeing that and then seeing people's ambitious cards, and they just did like 8 phases of ambitious card, and then it just gets overused and overused and overused. But before that, I think it was normal. Hold up. Have you talked about the iDubbbz diss track? Yeah, I mentioned it briefly. I said that I enjoyed it. I didn't particularly like Rice Gum, so it was good to see it. It was good to see. Good to see Rice Gum finally get his fucking dick straightened out. I'm glad you live streamed today. I was out of school today. Perfect day to live stream. Thanks. You're welcome, dog. You're welcome. I'm glad you could watch that. Bro, you love Rice Gum. You don't know me, dog. You don't know me, man. That's not true. I don't like Rice Gum. I gotta say, let me see. I'm gonna answer 2 more, and then I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. That's a good ballpark. What's the least used move that you think you should be used more? Fuck, that's a good question. The least used move that you think should be used more. I think I was gonna say in-jogs, but I don't use in-jogs. I don't like in-jogs, but I think subtlety, man. Moves that require more subtlety than actual sleight of hand. Like that oops control. That's more subtlety than sleight of hand. Which I appreciate those more than anything. So I think that people should start using more subtlety than actual hardcore sleight of hand to get away with stuff. And they're probably going to open up this whole world of stuff that wasn't possible before, I think. But I mean, that's kind of, I guess, not one specific move, Timothy, but just the idea of using, just not using fucking, not using sleight of hand, just trying to find subtle ways around things. I think one person that's kind of the best for this, Danny D'Artis, is phenomenal at that. Who else? Juan Tamaris is phenomenal at that too, kind of improvising with the moment. So he is. That's what I like. That's what I think should be used more. So subtlety. I mean, yeah. I hope that answered your shit. You think you'll show any of your real good stuff in performance video, no tutorial? I mean, I put a lot of real like the stuff that I really like at on Patreon and stuff. I mean, I think those are really good. Some people might disagree, but I particularly like the tricks that I put there. But yeah, there you go. Let me see some other shit. Do ASMR before you go. I mean, is that a little bit? You need to start live streaming on Saturday. Yeah, I'll probably do one on Sunday. I'll probably do one on Sunday with more people because obviously weekends are more acceptable to people. But I mean, on weekends I'm kind of, busy. But yeah, maybe I might do one on Sunday. See how that goes. Weekend one. Tingles. That's fucking weird. So I'll answer one more question. And then I'll probably end this here. Let me see. Something else here is hot. Said it before, but I love your shit. You're a brilliant teacher, fantastically funny. You have so much to thank for. More gala for you. More forward for things to come. Thank you, Hirsch86. I appreciate that, dog. I really do. That's fucking hot. I'm really glad that's kind of what this, even through the cunt jokes and all the shit, people are still getting good, workable material from this gay shit. So, I appreciate that. So thank you, man. Thank you. Not you're welcome, but thank you for that. Those hot, kind words. Let me see. Are there any tricks that you used to perform, but you feel like you've grown out of them? Well, I think there are phases, Michael Lim. There are phases in your growth in Magic that I promise you won't die soon. Yeah, I won't die soon. I'll try not to die. But there are phases that I go through. Like I used to have like a heavy mentalism phase, and then I had a heavy, you saw the shit card manipulations. I practiced those, believe it or not, long time ago, thinking that was the fucking cutting edge in Magic, and then mentalism, and then, I had phases. So, I've grown out of certain phases. But I think that learning as much as you possibly can, I think that's kind of the best thing to do. Even if it's stuff you might not necessarily do, just to see it and have it, it might influence something else. So earlier on, I said that I'm not a move monkey. I'm not like a move monkey, so I'm not going to learn a move. I'm not going to bother learning with a move, practicing it, unless I have a purpose for it. That's not to say that I'm not going to look at the move, right? I'm going to see the move, and then that might trigger something in my head that might lead me to come up to another idea. So if someone, for example, something like, for example, a clip shift, right? I would never fucking do a clip shift in performance. I probably would never do a clip shift. But that does lead to other ideas, like, oh, what could you do from the starting position? Or maybe what could you do? How can you get a card from the bottom of the deck or from the bottom to the top? How could you do that in other ways that aren't as sleight of hand heavy, right? So it gets you thinking about other things. So, things like that. But I just, Michael, I think that there are things that it's best to learn as much as you can, not necessarily do everything, but learn as much as you can. So even if I've necessarily haven't, even if I've grown out of things and don't think that they're any value to me, I think that you should still try to learn as much as you can. I think I went back on myself there, but how many years have you been doing Magic? About 16 years. So a long fucking time doing this stupid shit. So yeah, is that it? Yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, guys. So I'm gonna head on out of here. Do all the shit that I usually shill, I guess, if you haven't done so already. Let's get this channel up. Let's fucking murder this channel. Let's get this up to 2 subs. Let's get 2 subs. I think 2 more subs. That'd be I'd probably be like, yo, man, I've made it. Just 2 more subs. There you go. I'm gonna go figure out different ways to export video files and not take as long as it usually does. I'm gonna go try to figure out ways to reduce the amount of time that my videos take to export. I'm gonna do that.